What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the motherfucking building. This time I am back for a recap of the Ready to Love reunion. I know you all are shocked that I'm going to talk about this because I have not talked about this show at all. Like, it really ain't been on my radar. Everybody was watching it and doing reviews. I had like other YouTubers, they was doing their reviews, and I was like, I still don't want to see the show. It was just like, and I'm a romantic person, and I love Will Packer, so I kind of was like, let me dip my toe on into the water, honey. And I spent a Saturday and I watched several of the episodes, fell in love with the show, loved the people they picked to be on the show. Some of the women were a bit too competitive, and I'm watching it right now, you guys, but as I talk to you, but I'm going to have to check and see what their names are because I don't remember some of the girls. And some of the guys that they kicked off, I don't know. Some of them were cool, but I think it was like one that was cool, and then a lot of them were a little bit weird. So I felt like Alex, even that narcissist, what's his motherfucking name? What the fuck is dude's name? Aaron. Aaron is a fucking narcissist if I have ever fucking seen one. That man is all about him. He was telling all the women what they wanted to hear, honey. He just wanted to, and I actually dealt with a guy like that. We didn't make it into a relationship because you can't make it into a relationship with those types because they just telling you what you want to hear, and then they're not really being real and being genuine and really being open. He kept saying he was open to the process of the show, Ready to Love, but no, you're not when you're telling three different women that they are your number ones and they really wasn't. Then you got on here backpedaling. It was horrible. Them women let his motherfucking ass have it. Shantae, she came for round 2 on his ass because she had already got his ass together on the show. I mean, she really gave it to his motherfucking ass and he deserved it. I like how some of the guys stepped in and held Aaron accountable for his actions and was saying, dude, you need to straighten up. I got a sister, I got a mother, and these women, they fall apart over men like you that can't make up their mind, that don't keep it real, that is not genuine in spirit. Like the one guy, I think with the dreads or whatever, he was laying into him, and I felt like Aaron needed to hear that shit. Okay, let me just say this first. As far as the women who I liked on the show and who I liked how they carried themselves was Shay. I really like Shay. Shay is the one that ended up with Mike, and then Ashley ended up with Chocolaticity, Alex. They mentioned Alex. You guys know that Alex had got sick with the bird flu. I think it was during Thanksgiving break. It was after Thanksgiving, they said. So you guys donate to his GoFundMe because he has been in the hospital for quite some time. I heard that he's still, he's recovering. So that's just sad. That came out of fucking left field. I know that took everybody off guard. I feel bad for Ashley because she was crying. Ashley is a really sweet, genuine soul. I feel like she's attractive. At first, y'all know that Alex was dealing with Tiffany. And it's going to be hard for me, you guys, to remember their motherfucking names because there's so many motherfucking people on this fucking show. It's just, But I'll try to remember. Tiffany actually is a favorite of mine. Number one, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. She just really is. And not just physically, but in spirit, if you know what I mean. I like that she stands for something. I like that she's a strong woman. She's just, to me, and she was really just the most strikingly beautiful, And Alex recognized that too. I just think where they went wrong, excuse me, And where Tiffany went wrong is her and Alex got into it over some text messages. He didn't text back right away or some shit like that. And I just felt like she really rode him on that and blew that up and made that such a big deal. And I think that right after that, once that happened, that made him not be all that attracted to her. And it kind of turned into you pretty, but just because you pretty don't mean that I'm going to keep liking you and you doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Ashley. She's attractive and she's interested in Alex, but Alex had always gave Tiffany the attention. So you watch the roles really change. He started paying attention to Ashley more because Ashley's more lighthearted and fun. I like Ashley, but I didn't like her for Aaron. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted him to really work it with Tiffany, but I just felt like it got to the point in the show where they both were being stubborn at different points. Alex, he was being stubborn too and just being a little bit too mouthy. You know, they had an episode where they went back and forth. I think Tiffany had said to Alex, you're dismissed. This is done. Like, I think they had went golfing or something. This shit was so funny. So I like their little zhuzh they have, their little shit that they have in their relationship. They're both strikingly gorgeous. Alex, that's a sexy chocolate ass man. I love his attitude, his aura. He did, sometimes it felt like he had some of Aaron's qualities, just a little bit, a good 20%, and I'll let that ride. I hope he gets better, though. Everything works out with his health and with Ashley. She said that they would listen to music together. He's her best friend, her everything, and I'm happy that they bonded. I'm just really sad that this is like his health and him getting sick, and now, you know, I feel like all of that is really going to be a test of their relationship. It's like, wow, that really happened at the beginning of their relationship. But Ashley is hanging in there, and Ashley is a good woman with a good spirit. So I feel like everything should work out. I'll keep checking in on them. I hope they do a motherfucking season 2. And Tommy, you were a bomb-ass host. You were a very good host, but you need a female to talk to these women. Only women can talk to women. I like your sessions with the guys where the guys all opened up and, you know, said how they really felt about the women. Well, except for Aaron's lying ass. Oh, flip-flopping, backpedaling, pussy-popping ass Aaron. I wanted to smack that man, but Aaron is full of shit. But this is my thing with all the women, because we got Shantae, we got Belinda, we got Stormy. I really like Stormy. I think that of her and Shay, they are the most evolved, I feel, on the cast. And Tiffany. I like Tiffany too. Tiffany is definitely, like, probably my number one. I really like Tiffany, but I like Stormy as well. She looked really cute at the reunion with the red hair and the red dress. Shantae, I never saw it for her, to be honest with you guys. She's an attractive woman, but I felt like she was, you know how these guys are like my age. They're like in their 30s. So I'm looking like, why would they, and I'm not trying to say that young guys don't like older women. That's not what I'm saying, but you have to kind of, I don't know how to say it. You gonna have to fit into that more. And I can say that Shantae, she just don't. Like, she gives you older woman. Like, I'm telling you what to do. Don't get me wrong. She's smart. She's no nonsense. But it was just, they would always end up being her son and not a date, not a mate. That's why nobody chose her, because she's, like, too motherly. And you can't be like that with these young men. You kind of got to be laid back and let they ass know in a calm demeanor. Don't be like the way she was coming at Aaron and shit. It was good, though, because his motherfucking ass deserved it. But at the same time, it was Aaron. He deserved it. But I'm saying I don't see the other men really liking that either. It's just too, I don't know. Just too, maybe if she was with him for 5 years and she did some shit like that, that would be different. But when you don't do all that arguing with no ignorant ass man like Aaron. But she was getting frustrated with his punk ass. He would never really admit to nothing or tell the truth. And when you dealing with those type of people that keep saying they're open and they're not, and they're telling everybody the same thing, like Belinda, Stormy, and Shantae, they all gather Aaron's ass together. But Belinda, I gotta say this. I hope I'm saying her name right. Y'all know she was another older one. I felt like she was a bit softer than Shantae. Her name ain't no damn Shantae, it's Shantae. Let me just call her Shantae. Shantae gathered Aaron's ass. I just gotta say that again. Let me say this. Is that Angel sitting next to Aaron? Yeah. I liked her dress, but I felt like it should have been tighter on her body. Especially if you go have the boob part like that, like it needed to be tighter around her titties. She's a pretty girl. I think her name is Angel. Her and Aaron, they kind of had a connection, but to me, their connection was long suffering for her. She kind of has more patience than the other women. So that's why she never really left Aaron's side the way the women that was dealing with Aaron, honey, they was eliminating themselves, honey. I ain't never seen no shit like it. A few of them was just like, you know what, Aaron, I just think I need to just go home. We don't need to do this. And that is just bad, honey. So, and it's 3 and 4 of these women, Aaron, coming at your motherfucking ass. So everybody can't be lying about your character. Shantae said, honey, who didn't hurt you? What woman did you wrong to the point where you treat women the way that you do? And it's like that with men. Men can get really hurt and they act like they can't get their motherfucking ass up again. And they gotta brag and say they the big man. Get your motherfucking ass up then, nigga. Shit. Show and prove. Show and fucking prove. Let me calm down, y'all. Y'all know your girl gets all into it. But, yeah, I never saw it for Shantae. Angel, though, like I said, she put up with Aaron and she did a lot of shit I wouldn't necessarily do. Aaron, though, to his credit, was attractive. He wasn't all that cute, though. I would take Chocolaticity or Mike, those my two, over him. I definitely would. He ain't all that cute, but he kept lifting his shirt up. The women was falling for it. But this is the thing these ladies need to get. You all chose Aaron. You all let some of these men go, and you chose to keep Aaron around. So as much as y'all like to point the finger at Aaron, y'all are part of the problem too. Y'all need to own shit within yourselves. Y'all need to own the fact that y'all was superficial when y'all was picking out Aaron, because Aaron ain't shit. I mean, and then some of y'all knew that and kept dealing with him. So you got to take some responsibility when it comes to that. You just can't blame everything on him. But I do understand all of they ass gathering his ass. I loved it. I love how Tommy got on his ass too. Said like, man, everybody is coming against you, man. Like, come on. And Aaron, he gonna apologize at the end. At first, he was, oh, I'm a good actor. Oh, like, he just, everything is a show. He's a, one trick pony, and he's just very a showy guy. He's more into himself than he is the woman. And no woman would ever be happy with his ass. Ain't nobody trying to put up with that shit. Belinda, let me say this. Belinda looked good as fuck at this motherfucking, I like Belinda. I felt like Belinda was older. She was attractive. She was definitely cultured. I didn't see Aaron or any of the guys liking her because she just gave off that older vibe. Like, some men are funny. They'll date an older woman, but she gotta be looking like a Cynthia. Like, Cynthia looks young to them, so they'll just date Cynthia like it ain't nothing. But I don't know. This lady was giving off more older. Belinda did. But she seemed, like a sweet lady. But the bad part of Belinda, all that cooking and all of that, and you still didn't get chose. You was coming off too strong. You never owned that. You cannot, ladies, come off that damn strong. You can't do that. That's the mistake that they made. I think I was just listening to April Mason. she covers this show as well, and she said a lot of good stuff on her channel. Y'all check out April's channel, but she basically said that these women picked out one man and just was focused on that one man, and that's why they was all focused on Aaron and then fighting over him, and then he really didn't want to be bothered with none of them. They didn't really try to give the other guys a chance, and I agree with that. Shay played the game right, and that's why Shay is in the position I feel like she's in. Don't Shay look like Hannah from The Have and the Have-Nots? Shay look like she could be Hannah's daughter, honey. Yes, move out the way, Candace. But yeah, some of these girls were a bit weird. They were too silly. The one, is her name Rita? Shit, I ain't got time to be learning everybody's damn name, but I feel that, I think her name is Rita. Rita is the one that had the boyfriend she kept talking to. Like, why would you come on a show like this, bitch, and still be in contact with your ex-boyfriend? Let the nigga go. You let the nigga go for a reason. You don't need to incorporate him in your new life. Like, don't even bring it up. And I just felt like she was ignorant to think that any of the guys would get comfortable enough with her knowing, that her ex-boyfriend is in the picture. So she was a cute girl, but stupid. Just doing shit like that is just counterproductive. Do y'all think that, y'all pardon me, I'm eating this Jolly Rancher dippers. Honey, these bitches are good. Anyways, do y'all think that Aaron's apology was sincere? I don't think his apology was sincere. I think everybody laid into his ass in such a way that he felt embarrassed and he felt like he needed to vindicate himself. And I'm just looking like, you are a narcissist. It may take some years for you to work through whatever issues. He has a lot of different issues. He's way just too into himself and putting on a show. And I think he likes, I was going to call that girl Shay. Is her name Angel? She kind of reminds me of Malaysia a little bit. Except Malaysia is prettier, of course. And more interesting, but that's neither here nor there. He likes Angel because Angel is willing to be patient and kind of put up with his bullshit. She won't admit that, but that's what she did, And I felt like he was probably the most attracted to her because she is more. When I'm looking at people, you all, I can just tell who's gonna like who. As soon as I saw Mike sit down with Shay, I already knew he was into that woman. He was looking at that woman like she was the most beautiful thing in the world. And Shay is very attractive. It's some beautiful women on this show. And some nice looking guys as well. So I just hope if they do this show again, I just hope they choose people that are really ready to love and interesting, attractive people. That way it's more equal, like more people that could actually be together. Some of these people on here, you could just kind of tell that they were not ready to love. The one guy, I think they talked to him, not the pastor. It was this black guy, and I'm thinking he was of the church. He was of something. I forgot what the fuck his name is. Let me try to find him real quick, because he was quite interesting. Tiffany looks like a better version of Claudia Jordan. She definitely has Claudia Jordan's demeanor. I hope she doesn't have those feet, though. But she's prettier than Claudia, but they do favor. Like a mixture, I would say, of Cherise Zampino, which is Will Smith's ex-baby mama, and Claudia Jordan. And that's Tiffany. That looks just like Tiffany, that mixture. Oh, Stormy and the pastor made a connection. And I think I saw April Mason said that they would have been good together. And yeah, they actually have been connecting. I believe she came to his church. So what do you know? The pastor is a pretty mature guy. He seems a lot more mature than some of the other guys. I really like that dreadlock guy's name. I hate to call the guy that, but it's too many people, you guys, on here for me to be figuring out motherfuckers' names. And Shay, she shared that her and Mike, not Mike necessarily. Yeah, she said that Mike went through it too. She went into panic mode because she's just like, the show is over. Does this man really like me? Is he really going to be here for me? Like, how should I feel about this? And, she had to get out of her head and, they worked things out and decided to date. And she said he has a wonderful relationship with her son, and they talk about possibly having more children, but going at their own pace, and that they are not going to allow people in social media to be all up in their business, telling them how fast to move. Mike is still set, honey, on having them twins and getting her in a certain position to have them, honey. I was here. I think that Mike and Shay, look, that dress Shay had on, babe, yes. Beautiful. I would say my top best dress would be Shay, Tiffany. I like what Ashley had on. Of course, Tiffany is number one. Of course, like, she's just so adorable to me. She's beautiful. Who would be second? Shay. Then I would do Belinda. Belinda came. She didn't come to play with the girls, honey. She looked fire, like rocking her short hair. Just, it's a very beautiful cast. I like Angel's color of her dress, but like that breast part, I wasn't feeling it. And Stormy looked nice as well. I mean, everybody else was just there. I mean, I'm just saying, but I love Mike's jacket color. And Mike is like, I like his body. Like, ooh, honey, you serving me throwback George Foreman, honey. Yes. And I love his beard and just, ooh. I'm getting too excited over here. Let me bring it down, Brandy. You got you a man, girl. Bring it down. Just, it just be like that when, But I like Mike's personality. He is definitely a guy that I would date if I was single. I love his body. I thought he was like bigger than that, but he's like small in certain places, but he's big. Got that big chest that I like. Just Mike looks nice. And Mike, not only does Mike look nice, he talks with sense. I think he was like the most consistent of all the guys, even Chocolaticity, honey. And then I'm going to say, I would definitely date Alex and Mike. And hell no. Hell to the no. Had to go to Sheree, honey, to tell y'all I would not date that confused ass Aaron. Did y'all see that one part where Aaron got to saying, I could have a connection with a dog, a cat, all my clients. I mean, I could have a connection with anybody. I mean, what do y'all want? And I'm just looking like, my dude, like, no, you didn't bring up the dog and the cat. I thought that was funny that Tommy was just like, dude, why are you bringing up animals at this point? But yeah, they didn't call his ass in some more lies, and like I mentioned before, you all, he apologized. I just don't feel like it was genuine. I just felt like he should just shut up. I have to find the little gangster guy. There's this guy on here that looks like a gangster. I got to figure out his name, child, so I can speak on him real quick. Oh, really quickly before I find that guy. Belinda had mentioned she was tape recording her and Aaron's conversations. I said, ooh, child, now that's bad. That's bad, honey, when people got to tape record your lying ass Aaron. I was like, ooh, and can he sue her, child? But Aaron, honey, he did not like that, honey. He did not like how these women was taking him to the fire, honey. Dr. Lexi is a beautiful woman, but I think she wears entirely too much makeup. I believe one of the guys, I believe it was Mike or somebody, mentioned that to her, or Alex. It was one of the two, but she had too much hair in her head. She looked a fool. If you go spend money, I need you to spend it the right way and in the right places. I'm just saying. So Dr. Lexi, honey, she done went on this trip to Paris that this man that invited her on, and honey, now she's engaged. So honey, that is how you do it, honey. Oh, they talked to the Christina girl. I didn't really care for Christina. I felt like she was too young and just, I don't know. She just gave me like this really immature vibe. And when they sent her packing, I didn't feel bad. Like, I understood it. She's a pretty and sweet enough girl. She'll end up with somebody, but I didn't feel like she was a good fit for the show. Next season, I would like for them to pick more better available people. Can we get all the men 40 and up? Like, let's not do no more 30-year-olds. Let's do 40 and up and keep it moving. And let's get some better women on here as well. And let's have a woman talk to the women. And not Tommy, because the women definitely need to be guided and coached through a process like this. I need to find the gangster guy that was speaking all that He was speaking a lot of misogynistic bullshit. Let me just say that. Darnell. I like Darnell, but I felt like on the show, when he was getting to know people, I felt like he was just kind of acting awkward and a bit shy, and everybody brought that up, and he just said, he's had to take some time to get to know some people. He seemed more confident. He looked better. Is he a guy I would date? No. It's not even just looks. I don't know. I like the guy, and I don't even like guys with dreads, but the way that guy with those dreads was talking to, Aaron, like the way he was getting his ass together, like, that's my type of guy. He would have to cut them motherfuckers. I just saw a glimpse of his ass. Cut that shit down, but, he my type of dude. I love an intellect and somebody that knows how to treat a woman. I like how he was talking. But yeah, Alex, Mike, and maybe him would be my picks. But the pastor, is he white or light skinned? Is he white or what is he? Excuse me. I didn't even know the man's race, but I wouldn't choose him. I'm not really all that attracted to him. And then I think when you are a pastor, not to be funny, it's just like, oh, are you going to be talking about church all the time? Am I going to have to pray with you all the time? Am I going to have to come down to the church on Wednesdays? It just sounds like a lot of work, and it just wouldn't be for me. So I don't know, y'all. I can't find dude's name to really lay into his motherfucking ass. I'll just play what he said and y'all know who I'm talking about.
I think I'm a great catch. Black men smile. Black men smile.
Not right here.
Black men smile.
I know you have a lot to talk about, but I do too.
A man can cheat on a woman, and the woman will stay with the man. If a woman cheat on a man, it's over.
That's a double standard, though.
Okay, so that dude right there talking about if a woman cheat on a man, it's over for her. Man, get the fuck up out of here. So the women were right. They were dead right for voting his ass off. His ass shouldn't have been on no show like this. I don't like men that's misogynistic like that. It's very controlling. It's abusive. Some of these motherfuckers want to call it love, want to think it's love, and it ain't love, and a bitch like me will never go for it. That's some shit that will get you fucked up, baby. Okay? Don't be talking that dumbass shit, but yeah. And I believe he was married twice. Yeah, I want to say he had been married twice. He admitted to cheating twice, and it was just crazy. Two of the girls got into it. Angel and the other girl, can't figure out her motherfucking name. I'm not about to be going through the fucking show, but yeah, her and the girl, Angel, had got into it over Aaron. I guess Aaron was feeling the girl, but Angel, was trying to tell her how to act for Aaron. Some bullshit like that. But yeah, Aaron will be Aaron. Aaron has a lot of growing and maturing to do. and I saw he was still in his 30s, I was like, yeah, don't bring no more 30-year-olds on here. Let's do 40 and up, and let's stop playing, okay? But yeah, they did a little tribute to Alex at the end, and the pastor had everybody lock hands, and they prayed for him, and so it was a really good reunion show. I like how everybody came together for Alex. And I also like that even though things didn't work out with Tiffany and Alex, she still kept in touch with Ashley and was, anything you need, I'm here for you type thing, girl. So I like their whole dynamic and relationship. I felt like that was really big of Tiffany, because Tiffany, honey, was not feeling Alex towards the end, honey. She felt like he was full of shit. All right, you guys, that is my little recap of Ready to Love. I know it was all over the place, but your girl is on vacation and just chilling back, just taking a break from things. I still will be doing what we got. Real Housewives of Atlanta, that should be coming tonight, hopefully, honey. If I don't have too many drinks, honey. That should be coming. If not tonight, early in the morning. Y'all know how I get down. All right, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to say this. I want you guys to comment more. Comment more on what you liked, what you didn't like in the show. This could be any show that I'm doing. Make sure you guys are commenting and we are interacting. And I will check you guys out later for Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right, I'm out.